How you doing? Yes, we're having another quick stream this evening on this Dornasa Thursday, and here's Amy joining us again. Awesome.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm pressing buttons right tonight. Hello, peeps. Let's see who that. Yes, we got Cameron.
Hello, all my favorite people.
Let's see. Yes, Cameron says he knows how I feel. Okay, and good evening, Brands. Yes. So, you were saying you're going to read a bit of you read a bit of an article. You can touch on that. Amy, amazing Amy. And by the way, if you guys haven't subscribed to Aim to Be Me, check it out. It's on YouTube. Appreciate all the subscribers. Yes, you don't get to see a lovely, sexy lady like this every day.
And you get to see boobs. No, many
boobies. Yes. I have to get my camera angle right in the V line going, but yes, we'll do that another day. So why I decided to stream tonight is because ek's net gatvol, soos hulle sê. And for those Americans watching or other people's, gatvol beteken means just like enough. Like I'm tired of trying to speak to normal people. But in this country, I suppose even normal people are dumber than AI. So some would argue actually AI is a blessing for South Africa, in a way. But not. Yeah. I'm so sick and tired of going on a website or trying to do something. You got to register. By the way, who keeps those passwords? Because if you're like me and someone like keeps all their passwords similar, like surely eventually someone's going to hack you. I tuned in by accident. Oh, thanks, Jim. But yeah, it's just like hurtful. And then
everyone go buy Jim's merch.
Oh, sorry, yes.
I just have to punch his brand quickly because I feel like I'm a brand ambassador.
Hold on, wait a second. Let me get my favorite mug. I actually got two.
This is my favorite mug ever.
Mine's so privileged, I can't even use it. Like, I don't want anyone to break mine. So this is... Cheers. L'chaim. Wait. Cheers. That one. Have you seen that one?
Oh, I love that one.
You should use it for your stream on Saturday. For love or money.
Oh, for money. For love or marriage. For love or money.
Donut, yeah. Okay, so... Wow, yeah. So what were we discussing? So AI. So AI meaning what? Like having to log in, automated services. You can't talk to a real person. You have a query. You log your query, and hopefully by some fucking miracle, you get it resolved. Or you get told, this is an automated response. Please don't reply. We will come back to you shortly. Whatever it is, and you get literally hanging for weeks waiting for
I just think that's an excuse for government departments to say, actually, we don't feel like doing our job ever.
No, it's not cool. It's just, but yet they still get paid a salary. Like no one cares anymore. Like, so you can't, in the old days, I remember my mom saying, no, she's going to go and see her bank manager. And you could go into a bank and see the bank manager and have like a one-on-one discussion on what you needed. It doesn't work like that anymore. And I just think our generation literally got screwed.
See, I never grew up in that time. So I started using the internet, I think, when I was, it was when I was still living in South Africa before I moved to India. I think I was at about 8 or 9. The first time I ever used the internet, I remember like plugging it into the computer from the wall, and it was dial-up, and it was the encyclopedia. And the first video I ever watched on the internet, and I'll never forget this, was a giraffe giving birth.
Okay.
I will never forget that.
No, not sure you would. Huh.
But I grew up with technology, so I never had to go into a bank and talk to someone. I do everything online, actually.
And that's cool if you know how, but if you're someone like me who grew up in the 80s and like I'm a people's person, like I really am. Like I would like anyone who knows me knows I'm gonna call you. I'm not gonna text you. I type emails like all day bloody long. and they have to be perfect, and the punctuation has to be perfect, and the spelling has to be perfect, and it's just like, it gets like tiring.
But technology has made things so much easier, though. You don't need to actually do much. I mean, like, it's actually made our grammar incredibly terrible because there are automated AI programs like Grammarly that is quite amazing, actually. I have noticed my spelling's actually plummeted because it's just easy. You just go right-click, spell check, and then it gives you all the options. It's just like brainless. Like, I can't be the only one.
No. But I work for like an obsessive, I think, like everything has to be spelled right. Like everything, and he's so old school. So he doesn't use the text that comes up on screen. So when it changes like to customized with a Z, it's not a Z, it's an S. So you have to reprogram your stuff, and you have to, like, we're using UK English, not American English. Plumbing Handag. What? Hello. That's someone new. Hello. Brandon, yes, we only got a computer in 1996. I mean, Cameron says that. Yeah, no, look, when I went into the workplace, that's when I started using computers and stuff. And I remember, I think it was like I'm sure I've got it written down, like some MS-DOS program that I first started with. But what I'm saying is that I just feel I don't want to lose the human touch, the human feeling, the human care. Like, I'm so bubbly to any consultant that I phone when I really need something. You know the saying, you catch more flies with honey than you do vinegar. So I'm like, I will ask the consultant, like, hello, how you doing? How's your day? Blah, blah, blah. And I know it's a bit like people think, oh, God. But I swear I get shit done by just being nice.
Yeah, I agree. I do the same. I always ask, even the cashier, like, how are you?
Exactly.
Like, I can't believe you're working so late tonight. And, you just have to kind of go down to their level.
Or you connect on a human level.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to say, like, go down on their level, but you know what I'm saying? Like, a human touch. You're right. A human touch. Like, I can't believe you have to work so late. Just be safe when you leave, Just get some care, some
empathy.
Yeah.
Yes. And I swear that person will forget that they're footsore or that they have to fill in for someone, and they'll and I think it's also such an African culture thing.
Sorry.
What? When I used to catch a bus, what?
I'm laughing at Brandon's comment.
What does he say? Go down.
I sound so condescending, but you know what I mean.
Yes, he knows what you mean. No, we're not being fluffy, feathered, sensitive here. And that's another thing. Like, we've become, because I think we've lost human touch, or not as in touch. I think human interaction. People are like now fucking offended about everything. It's ridiculous. By the way, Pooza Thursday, everybody. Happy Pooza Thursday.
Cheers, guys. Cheers.
No. And okay, so, or you get some crazy ass. So I'm trying to deal with someone at the moment. Yes, I'm going. The Clint's like, go down. Yes, I'm pressing the comments, go down. We go down. But there isn't fake concern. Don't be. What? What's SJW? What? But isn't that a fake concern? No, it's not. I don't think so.
I haven't seen Count for so long.
Hope you're well, dude.
Last time I saw him was in Cape Town.
Yes, I think I saw him on a chat the other day. Awesome. Glad to see you here.
Hope you're okay.
I can see I'm going to have to dial in into this chat. No, he is.
No, come please come give your IT advice. Because literally we're winging this.
We are winging this, else it wouldn't be a Rebellious Ruth stream. But yes, we're missing that personal, and I think people are just becoming so not used to it. So they're either rude or disinterested or just like stuff. By the way, I'm seeing that you're now a mod. You can put the link in the stream.
Yes, I will.
And I swear, I think my dog just farted. Sorry.
Radio. Okay, there we go, guys. There's the link.
People on. Wait, where are we now?
Okay, come, Brandon.
People are now woke. Woke. But not woke, like they're not awake. They're fucking woke. So it's ridiculous. Yes. What's he say? No video, audio only. You folks are moaning hard here. Okay, yes.
I think the brew, to answer this question, I don't know them from a bar of soap, but it doesn't mean that, like, I don't want them to not have a good day. We're all human at the end of the day.
Okay.
Just be nice. Just don't be a doer.
Don't be a dick. Yeah. And they respect you, I swear. Like,
you get more out of people if you're nice.
Say again?
You get more out of people if you are nice and you respect them. And, yeah, just don't be a doer.
It's a nice thing to do, and it's also a cultural thing. I think with a lot of black African cultures, we're white African, but a lot of black African cultures, it's
hard. European.
Oh, we not. Yes, I am South African. Okay. Anyway, not with the American accent. No. So it's part of their culture. You greet someone. Hello, how are you? Doesn't matter if you don't know them. It's part of their thing. Right? I don't see Brandon yet. Good karma, the brew. Pink pastel roses. See? Yes. It's not that people are woke. I think people have just become slightly retarded. Too much fluoride in the water and toothpaste. Yeah, near cake. And if it's not all vaccines or something like that, something's gonna happen. Some major fallout's gonna happen. Like what was that book? I'm Legend, in that movie where everyone gets vaccinated for an anti-cancer vac and they all turn into flesh-eating zombies.
Fun times.
Mm-hmm.
So don't you trust online shopping though?
Not 100%. Like, I've taken a few chances and I've literally like shat myself, and it's happened where they've dropped a parcel at the gate and I've actually had to phone the company and trace it, and they're like, no, we delivered it. And then it was like the security guard who didn't buzz me and say, you've got a package. So I'm still skeptical. I know it's become a lot more safe and a lot more reliable, and you've got tracking and everything. So, but I'm not an online shopper, not by any means. In fact,
but why? Why?
Yeah, because of the trust issue, and I also like to go into a shop and see what I'm buying. You know, I'm a particular midget / like size, boobed, unproportionate, put together size that I can't walk into a shop and just try on anything. I'm not like you, Amy Doll, who just tries on a size 10 and voila. No, like I have to try things on, and a lot of the time I have to have stuff altered.
Yeah, but you are short. I mean, I've met you a few times, and you come up to my boobs.
Don't wear high shoes. Don't wear the big shoes. No, I'm kidding. You wear what you want. But
I do all my shopping online except for groceries. I mean, I bought waifs. My whole barbell set?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't go into a store at all. I literally bought everything on Takealot. I didn't see it. I didn't touch it. I didn't do anything. I just bought it based on pictures and reviews. Reviews help a lot, I think.
Yeah. And Hello Pizza, I don't know how reliable Hello Pizza is. Apparently Hello Pizza is like still the best bitching website ever. So yeah, before you invest big money into something, check them, Google, see if something's on there. Like you're starting a new website. I used, New Chic? And I ordered some hats and things last winter. My son wanted a furry Russian hat. And so that came, and it was good quality as well. So, but yes, like Totenkopf says, I think in his last comment, Wish is not good because we don't. Maybe in America it's good and etc. But here in SA it hasn't.
But we don't have a good postal service. That's why it isn't good.
Yeah, like a lot of the times I postnet to postnet stuff.
We don't have good government service. First
It's
of all,
one.
it doesn't exist. It's hanging by a fucking thread, and the ANC thinks it's doing such a great job. I mean,
which we all know they.
No, but I used to watch a lot of YouTube Wish videos, and people buy all this stuff online, and it's gimmick stuff. It's real shit, guys. Like, if you want to waste your money, please just use Wish. You're not gonna get quality. I mean, I bought the top, and it was just terrible. You don't get half the stuff because they steal it at the post office, or it just doesn't arrive. I mean, Brett, he's on Chris White's team, and he's on your group.
Brandon's name.
Brett, he sent me a Chris Wyatt cup. I still have not received it. And that was like almost 2 months ago. We don't have a functional government department services in this country. We don't have anything that works properly.
No, it's very sad. We are heading for a real Zimbabwe.
Hello, Brandon.
Brandon, are you there?
Yes, ladies. Can you hear me? Okay. So what I'm hearing here is really a frustration with, or lack of human touch, or human personal interaction. So let's just park the human experience in the way that Amy has described it. Going to a cashier, asking how their day was, etc. And let's use the call center example, because it's a very easy way to explain the frustration we might have, right? So if you've got a problem with your bank, let's use a bank as an example, and you get to the first level of support right now, you've got a robotic voice that kind of says, if you want this, you press 1, if you want that, you press 2, or even if it's an email experience. And what you're looking for, what I'm hearing, is the human interaction. Now, if we remove the AI from that entire experience, take it back 2 or 3 years ago, how long would it have typically taken you to reach the right person in the bank that can actually deal with your query?
Much longer.
So how many levels did that take, right? They would bounce you from department to department. No, I don't want the credit card division. I want my check division. And then they're like, okay, I'll try and put you through, you get cut off, etc. Right? Okay. And you desiring the human interaction there, right?
Sometimes, yes. Not always, but sometimes. Sometimes there's not a... Because I'm full of shit, right? So there's not like something that can deal with what I need. Like it's a specialized
the exact, unique, special thing. So
give an example, Ruth.
Yeah.
Like your son's online.
Okay.
That's killing you. That's
no, like I'm trying to get through to speak to someone higher up, and I keep getting blocked by the frontline person. And I've sent an email, and I swear, I think the emails are also being transferred through the frontline person. And it's a simple chat that will take 2 minutes to resolve. I need to find out if he basically gets enrolled now. Okay, we've had and it's a stream for another day, a total stuff up when it comes to schooling for us this term. Yeah, and I keep getting blocked, and I lost it this afternoon. I was just like, and instead of being nasty, because I need this person to still be technically like, not kick me to the curb and say, okay, you know what, we're not dealing with you anymore. Like literally, I still need them. So I'm not going to be an absolute bitch, but I feel like I'm not being heard. So anyway, okay, carry on.
Okay, so I understand, and I mean I share the same frustration from a consumer perspective, right? So I'll use Take-A-Lot as an example, and I'm sorry, Take-A-Lot, if this flags somewhere on your radar, but maybe you need to hear it, right? I had a product delivered, which generally the Take-A-Lot experience is very smooth and it works perfectly, right? The problem is the moment that process goes wrong, and then trying to find the right person in the organization, if there's a failure with the product, to try and resolve that issue. That took me weeks because everything in their process is automated.
Yes.
What I want to try and just bring it back to, though, is we kind of like at a juncture where there's an efficiency from a computer perspective that is certainly bringing some efficiencies to what used to be, and then trying to find the human contact at the tail end of that, right? So if you take email and you use email as your primary form of communication, technology exists that already can identify certain keywords in your email that distributes it through to the right department based on the context of your email, right? So where previously, if you sent an email, there would be the first line respondent who knows nothing about anything, tries to read the email, then has to ask a colleague, what do I do with this? That colleague might not necessarily know. And then so send it off to that department, goes to the next department, and they then say, no, this is actually not for us. It needs to go to the other department. AI, in the way that it exists today, already can contextualize exactly what's in that email and reroute your query to what is most likely and probably the right department to deal with your specific query. But it is constantly learning all the time from every single query that is being logged, and the feedback loop goes back into the intelligence of the system. So it's constantly learning. The point is just we kind of at that juncture right now where it needs to kind of make the intelligence just needs to go a little bit further. The problem is companies have outsourced everything to AI, and you can't reach a real human when you actually need to reach them.
Yeah, I mean, Takealot used to have that ability. I remember I used to talk about, phone them and if I had a problem, and then all of a sudden they removed all their telephone numbers. Now it's just you log a call on your website, log a ticket for a return or whatever, refund. You just can't speak to anyone, and if you do, you have to speak to them on Twitter.
I'm not on Twitter.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess that's exactly the gap between AI and human interaction. There's a lot of efficiencies from a corporate perspective. It brings a lot of efficiencies to how things were done in that environment. They can reduce the service desk staff by 75%, whatever it is. The problem is the gap between that and the real human experience. And I think it's the frustration. I sit with the same thing, trying to find somebody who I can speak to, a human being that can understand my unique experience, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. And another thing that's scary, obviously, as AI grows and grows, people's jobs are going to be less and less and less. And as it stands now, in our business alone, we're looking at a lot of automated systems to take over people's jobs. And like Amy, you said earlier, it's the Great Reset. Okay, well, in this country, I think that we're going to take a long time to do it because we've got because the one thing this country knows how to do is to know how to do a strike action, Kasatu, whatever it is, toy march. So maybe it will take longer here.
I honestly think South Africa's incompetence is going to be the saving grace, to be honest.
That's true.
To be honest, that's how I feel. Yeah, no, I spoke to Mark the other day while we were driving, and we both had the same thought. Like, we think that we might actually be better off in the long run because South Africa's incompetence is going to save us. I don't know how you guys feel about that.
Well, Amy, so let's just thread that thought out a little bit, right? Why do you say our incompetence might be the saving grace in the context
we can't
of
do anything.
AI and efficiency?
No, in terms of everything. I mean, this whole vaccine rollout. I'm going to the vaccine. Sorry, I have to go there. But South Africa is so slow. I mean, I work for a company in Rwanda, and they rolled out 200 vaccines in 72 hours. 200,000 vaccines in 72 hours, where we are only sitting on 100 and whatever.
Okay, but let
we
me
can't
ask
do anything properly.
No, but okay, but let me ask this, right? I'm wearing
You're the devil's advocate.
yes, exactly, right.
Yeah.
Let me ask
You
this.
gave me such tips yesterday on the
Do you
group.
think that our incompetency or inefficiencies is due to human error or due to automated functions that's happened through AI in more developed countries?
Corruption and human error.
So if it's human error, it's not AI that's causing the problem, right?
But it could be training.
AI cuts out all of those inefficiencies because it's automated, and that's the problem. So if we're saying that it might be our saving grace because we're incompetent as humans or society in this country, it might actually be doubled down in the wrong direction. So if we're completely incompetent of actually managing it from a humanitarian perspective in society, then AI actually makes so much more sense than doing it in the traditional legacy.
No, and I get that. Like, I mean, okay, and it goes down to government departments again. What was that whole rollout that they did a few years ago with the driver's licenses or whatever? Remember, you have to book your
it's still continuing.
You can't get a seat. You can't get a spot. That does not work because it doesn't work in South Africa.
But so how's that? And I want to take over this conversation, but so the point is just it doesn't work because of the human aspect and the incompetency of our skills in this country. So if you have a program that can automate the queuing system, that can automate the application system, all of that human error is removed and automated. And you won't have the problem that you have going to Home Affairs, standing outside the line, and then when you get to the front, they say, go to the other line because you need to get your photos. And you're like, well, why couldn't you just put up a program that shows me where I need to go for my photos, for the application? You automate the entire process and you remove the human error. That results in a loss of jobs. I'm sorry. But right now, everybody's just getting a little tip for their little job keeping, but they're doing it completely terribly. And I'm sorry, but there's efficiencies and then there's complete laziness.
Well, I would want all the government people to be out of jobs because just so we can have some sort of something. It's, you know what I'm trying to say. I say that a lot. Just more efficient services because they take their tea breaks for 2 hours at Home Affairs. They don't give a shit about you, actually.
They get on salary.
No, and that's in some ways, yes. Maybe we need automated systems in those regards.
Yeah.
To be more.
You just changed your opinion. I like
it.
Yes,
I did.
By the way, other people can join the link.
Yes. So if I need to drop off here, let me know.
No. This thing can take up to 10 people, so don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I just feel I still prefer a person. I just do somehow. Maybe in 2 years' time, I'll look back and go, wow, okay, no, I learned something else. This is totally working for me. Yay.
People don't like change.
Pardon?
People don't like change.
No, we don't.
Okay, Ruth, let me try and frame it maybe in a slightly different way. Let's use exactly Amy's example of Home Affairs, right? And think about your experience in, let's use applying for a passport, right?
No,
so
okay, let's do
in your
SAPS. Seeing the SAPS has been a talk of on discussion.
Okay, so let's use the SAPS as a better example.
Yes.
Right? So you already know in your mind you want the human experience and the human interaction, right? Okay, so maybe something's happened to you and you need to go and see the SAPS. Today, as it stands, we're taking a very traditional way of dealing with cases of crime in this country. I'm using crime as the example, just so that we've got a thread here. Something maybe have happened to you and you need to go to the SAPS to do something. to report a case, right? You in your mind already, and park you want the human interaction aside for now. In your mind already, you know when you're going to go to the SAPS, the person that you're going to meet on the other side of, first you're going to have to stand in a line because there's so many cases. The person that's on the other side of the desk probably doesn't care about whatever your issue is. And they're going to do it all on paperwork, and you know that the moment that that thing is signed off, it's going to go to the back of the room and probably never get looked at again, right? There's no pride in the work that they do, in my view, at least. I'm just going to put that out there.
Mm-hmm.
But so, okay, now let's take a digital approach to everything that we've just spoken about. Incident happens to you. SAPS is on an app which is modern, it's digital, it's everything. Immediately as the thing happens, you report it on an SAPS app that says, I've had an incident, I need to come through to the police station to report it. You already have a drop down of things. I've been raped, I've had a robbery,
vehicle accident, robbery. Yeah.
Okay. So you log it there with the details digitally, not having to fill out forms or anything. And you say, I'm going to come through to sign off. And I mean, even that can be digitalized.
Yes.
I'm going to come through to my local police station, and the information is already being shown to you on an app what your closest police station is. And when you get there, Sergeant Makopele is going to be there to greet you, to take down the finer details of the case. So now you already know, like Uber, who the person is that you're going to go to when you get there. When you get there, that person already knows you are coming through to report a rape case, and these are the details of that. And maybe when you get there, they're going to say, okay, well, now we need to take some photos or whatever it is of whatever's happened, right? And so that entire experience is digitalized, and on the back end is already automated into a system which records all rape cases and tries already in the back end to correlate all rape cases and try and find a heat map in terms of where's the area, where's the GPS locations, what are the similarities between everything that you've seen, everything that you've reported on, what the time of day is, and all of that information becomes digital, right? That's the entire experience. You want human interaction. The human interaction is the final point that you meet that person that you know you're going to meet. Right now, our incompetency means we've got no control over anything that happens. And Amy, I see you are dying to make a point, and I'm going to stop speaking right now.
No, but you're bringing up such good points, you know. I mean, when you have a car accident, see, this is where AI is great. You take a photo and you put it into the app or whatever. Insurance people can see, and then it can log a call. So you don't really need to deal with people. Things are like processed faster. I don't know if I'm making any sense. But one of my ex-boyfriend's dads used to be an engineer for AI and stuff like that, and he was developing an app or something in the UK. So if a person does get into an accident, they take a photo, it can see the parts that need to be replaced or whatever. It just cuts all that time as well, which also does help. And then there was another point that I wanted to make. Oh, you said like you can log a call for rape or you can log a case. That would have been really helpful, because now what the SAPS has lost 8 million pieces of evidence. So yeah, AI I think is the future.
I think something happened to me as well a few years ago. I've forgotten now, because usually lots of shit happens. But it was so helpful. Like when we went to the police, I thought, why can't this be computerized? Seriously, you go to even if it's not on a phone, but I like the app idea. Even if you go to a terminal at the SAPS and it gives you options of vehicle accidents and it gives you the diagrams where you're turning like this. Was it a head-on collision? Was it a rear bumper? Was it a this? And they have all the scenarios, because most of the time this stuff is already in the system. Insurance companies work on this stuff with analogies all the time. They know what happens. Then you pick your accidents. Okay, I was coming out of the driveway, a car came through, I hit the car, or whatever it is. And they're able to log your query and you can send it off to your insurance or not. The one thing that was quite incredible, okay, my car was broken into in a mall recently, and they obviously spooked them. It was kind of a weird story. I actually saw a lady and she started chatting to me, and I was like, okay, this is a bit strange. Usually I'm the chatterbox, but I think she distracted me, and they broke the lock of my door. So we went to the police station to get a case number for the insurance, and the police officer standing at the front desk sort of saying, okay, why are you here, and filling in, I think, people's temperatures, or I don't know what he was doing. It didn't look very efficient, but he said to me, don't bother getting a case number. He says you will pay more with your excess than you will by going to the guy down the road who fixes car doors and get it fixed. You'll pay 650 Rand to replace the lock on your car, then pay 2.5 grand on your excess for your insurance. And that was a human aspect to it. That was a human interaction. So, yeah, I don't know. It can work both ways. But, excuse me, I think SAPs, when it comes to SAPs, I think it's the exception, AI. They should really try and get an automated system in place. Really. Really, really. Amy, do you want to put the link in the description? Does anyone else want to join the convo? Anything?
Yeah, sure. Please invite somebody else.
I don't mind shutting up. I do. It's like learn and learn. Citizen Guardian. Okay, I don't know who what now. That's interesting. Citizen Guardian.
You're a vampire and about aliens. What's happening here?
You're a vampire. Why do you care about aliens, brother? Okay, whatever. Hello, Citizen Guardian. We don't know who you are. And keep it friendly. Keep it friendly. All right. Yes. Anybody else want to join? Amy, I don't know if you want to put something in the car. Oh, there it is. Anybody else? The Brew, you want to come on? But yeah, I was just feeling so flippin' frustrated.
Yeah. Look, I mean, I just want to make a comment here. Amy, this is becoming a trend, right? Do you know that you realize that you eat every time on every live stream? I mean, that's not a bad thing. But
I don't think that's before. I don't think she has before. I remember somebody else
on every live stream. Like it's completely normal. Anyway,
it is normal to eat.
Yeah, and it's supper time. You see, I asked her to come on like last minute, like we did on Monday night. Was it Monday night?
Look,
no, Tuesday night.
What I want to say is you two ladies are what I've picked up from what I know in my engagements with you are really extroverted social people, right? You enjoy human contact. You crave the human contact, which has been definitely in COVID dumbed down, right? And a lack of. Okay, so I mean, it's down to the point where you literally want to have a conversation with somebody at the cashier. Okay, and I appreciate that. I mean, even me, the little moments of
maybe it's a woman thing
is just to try and maybe COVID is the thing that's brought us a little bit more closer to humanity. But what it's all about efficiency at the end of the day. And like if using the police example, I don't want to spend an hour in front of some guy who really couldn't give a crap about my situation that I've been robbed and goes, it doesn't make any difference whether you log the case here, rather just go back to your insurance company, all that. I want a good experience. I want an excellent experience. If I've got an issue, I want to meet the guy there behind the counter that's going to go to me and give me the most efficient experience. And I'm sorry if 5 people lose their jobs as a result of that, but the best guy behind the desk is going to be the one I meet, right? That's the guy I want to meet. That's the guy I want to have a conversation with if I need to have a conversation with somebody. And that option and accessibility to that person needs to be available. If I don't find that the automated system works for me, And that's the exit, right? So automate everything, but when it goes sour, I need access to, somebody mentioned earlier, like a premier banker, right? It's exactly that. If I'm with a bank and shit goes wrong and whatever, I just can contact that person and go, I don't care who everybody is in this whole thing, you sort it out through to resolution. And that's ultimately, and that person at the end of the day is going to be the one that's the best at their job, is the way I see it.
Have you ever watched Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory?
Yes.
How many people lost their
I
jobs?
have, but I've seen chocolate has been a theme this week.
Yeah.
Yes.
And cookies. And cookies.
Oh, chocolate. Oh, brownies.
But in that movie, I think this channel's gonna get banned now because I said Willy. But
Willy Wonka. There.
that dad lost his job because of machines. Remember, he used to screw the caps onto the toothpaste, and then he was redundant because like AI came. No, I don't need to pee. I just get excited. I'm eating again. Sorry, I'm hungry. I'm always hungry.
Welcome to eat. Okay. On my wife's account, it's no. Okay, I've never. Welcome, Susan Guardian. I've never seen you here before, but yeah, welcome. I know Germ doesn't block people, and sometimes YouTube has maybe you need to log off and log on again. Yeah, no one gets blocked here. Yeah, promise.
No.
If you're nasty, the people in the comments will handle it. I don't do shit like that.
Well, I'm the only mod for your channel, I think.
No, Ashley as well, but Ashley's not here this evening, but it's all good. Banning is easy. Just say SG. Oh God, no, we're not.
You know, today I uploaded a video to Facebook of me. You remember when you phoned me when I was lifting my weight? I recorded a video. I was recording me weight training.
Good.
So I had music in the background. I posted it to Facebook. They threatened to remove the video. Square Hammer from Ghost. Great song, guys.
Yes, it is a great song. No, but you get people that are too sensitive for stuff like that. See, I'm not sensitive to stuff like that. In fact, when I first heard it, I was like, huh?
I don't understand copyright, honestly. Like I get it, but like, I'm not trying to hurt anyone by playing your song. I'm not trying to cash in.
But that song has... That song basically talks about... Come on, Amy, you know what that song says in it. It's verse.
The devil.
Yes. You can't offend like the Christian people. You can't say things like that.
People need to just, are you being facetious? I can't make out. Yeah, people are sensitive. Just grow up.
People are sensitive, but people should be more sensitive to like, to real problems, to real saying, I fucking hate you. You know what?
So let me pop the link into Germ stream at 8. Let me quickly do that.
Yes. What is the time now? Oh God, we've been yadding for 45 minutes. Yes.
Is Brandon even here?
Cool.
Is he still here? Is Brandon still here?
I'm still here.
Len is on. Hold on, let me add Len. Hello, Len. This is the most people I've had on my stream ever.
Good evening, everybody.
Hello.
Can you hear me all right?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on 1 second. Hello.
Two very pretty ladies.
Oh,
how are you?
I'm exhausted, but I'll be okay. It's been a very long day.
Yeah, it's a donderdag. Exhausted. I love that. What do you think, Len? Are you for AI or for human interaction? Or Is it about skills training? I think it's about skills as well.
It's skills training. I mean, I'm in the tourist industry and I'm hands-on. And as much as I'd like to automate everything, there isn't that interaction with guests. I do reservations online for a lodge in the Transkei. So everything I do, I mean, I work remotely. I'm not actually at the lodge. And yeah, you know, I just think the interaction and skills management is very, very important. Look, I'm not the youngest of young. I mean, I'm 54 and I've learned all my P's and Q's, if you follow what I'm getting at. And I just think that, you know, because we are in the situation we're in with COVID, the interaction with each other makes such a difference in our day-to-day lives. So if you can put a smile on somebody's face by saying, hi, sorry, brain fart, the computer won't work, the internet won't work. You have all these things working against you. At least, you know, at the end of the day, you know that you've made a difference in somebody's life. And that's bottom line. Because I just find, look, I work remotely. I hardly go out because my bucky is being fixed, by the way, at the moment. But because of lockdown and everything, I haven't been out. I haven't been able to interact. I've had to rely on others for transport. And then when I get to the shop, I'm just so aggro, I shouldn't even be there. Am I making sense?
Yeah.
So I think we all have lost the connectivity we need with each other on a one-to-one, and not be scared of catching COVID because you're too close and you're going to spit on me or something ridiculous. Sorry, I'm being very blunt.
But human contact they've made human contact as something of devil worshipping or something. It's terrible. You can't hug. You can't kiss your loved one. And that's not a way to live.
No, it isn't. You see, I'm a tree hugger. I love hugging beautiful trees. So, of course, I'm going to be
awesome, Lynn.
caring person.
I love
but I'm
tree
just
huggers.
saying, you know. Sounds crazy, hey?
No. We need tree huggers. We need that in our lives right now. Yeah.
Look, we social people. I mean, we're social creatures. For hell's sake, how do they punish a prisoner? They put them in solitary confinement. That's how they punish prisoners, for heaven's sake. My son said to me the other day,
Not in South Africa. You go there to have a holiday.
Oh, yes. No, that's true. You get free internet, you get school, you get university, you get a meal a day. Oh, no, lekker.
Or you can get away with literally murder and live in Kandra. So, yeah, let's not talk about prison. Because there are a lot of people that should be in prison.
Yeah. That's the thing. Our top people should definitely be taken to book.
Lynn, I mean, are you saying that is it as a result of that you're finding from your consumer base that they're frustrated because they don't have direct access to a person that meets them or shows them the ropes around whatever the itinerary is, or that you miss the interaction with that traveler in some form or the other?
You know, I try to do the interaction I mean, you must hear some of the questions, guys. It's a lodge, it's rustic. We've got a communal ablution block and shower. The shower, you overlook the sea. You've got a rustic cabin, wooden cabin. How far are the toilets away from the cabin? Maybe 100 steps.
Okay. Yes, we've got another snorter online. Go snorters!
It's like, so there's no electricity in the cabin. No. We run off inverters and solar.
Right. So those things can't be automated ultimately. Yeah.
No, but it's that kind of thing.
To a certain extent they can, but it's those unique questions which is unique to every single traveler, or their
Yes.
tastes, or whatever it might be, that they want to know exactly those unique questions answered, right?
Yes, yes. And it's like, I mean, today, okay, I want to hike. All right, where do you want to hike to? No, I want to hike to a waterfall. Well, we've got over 10 waterfalls that you can hike to. Which one? Okay, we streamlined it. Okay, so we've now got an adventure company going in connection with the lodge. So all activities now.
Lynn, what is your lodge called? Do you want to punch? I don't mind punting whoever sees this. Maybe where are you based and where's the lodge? I'm keen. I'm interested. Just when I have moolah. Where's this amazing backpackers place? Gonna rough it. Bring my teenager to come do a proper camping outdoor roughing experience.
Well, it's not necessarily camping. We do have wooden cabins.
Awesome.
So you can camp if you choose to, but we also have safari tents with bedding and everything in it. So you can camp in comfort, or you can rough it and camp in your own tent.
Okay,
But it's
brilliant.
the lodge is called Intentu Lodge. It's just outside of Port Edward in the Transkei. It was the Transkei.
Oh wow.
It's untouched. It's untouched, guys. I've had a lot of people say, getting to the lodge, because we've got a dirt road that you've got to get on. And if you know the
So are
Transkei
you near Cockstead or Harding?
No, I'm in the Midlands. I'm in Howick.
Okay.
That's how
okay.
remote I am. Okay. So
Okay, say the name again. Intentu Lodge.
Mtentu, Mentu, Mtentu Lodge.
Okay.
And it's yes, you can get there. You can get to Edward from Cookstead. You can go, but the rural roads are very bad.
Yeah.
So let's just get on the N3 and go down.
If I may make a suggestion, I don't know. I know I'm dropping packets here, but after the stream, if you can share the details with the URL, your contact details, and then Ruth, maybe if you can share it to your subscriber network, and if we can send
On a
business your way.
Telegram group.
Yeah, there's a Telegram group.
Yeah.
What's it? Rebellious Ruth subscriber network. Have a look on the Telegram group.
If we can try and build a community around that and send business your way, absolutely, we'll support it.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Also say that what we're doing is we're trying to empower the community, the Mtentu community. And what we do is we involve them with activities. If it's a hike, a horse ride, if it's guiding, we actually have people from the community who have a transfer service from the Wild Coast Casino, which is in Port Edward, by the way, to the lodge. Sedan cars will not get to the lodge at the moment. We've had a hell of amount of rain and the road is very bad rutted. So you need a 4x4 or a 4x2 with a diff to get there. I just think an SUV won't get you there either. As zhuzh and smart as they are, I wouldn't like you to take the bottom of your car off trying to get to Intentu. I prefer you to get onto a transfer from the Wild Coast Casino to the lodge.
Alrighty, but maybe Lynn, you should come on and you can tell us all about your lodge and you can send me photos and what you do exactly.
I agree.
Because
I love that idea. We should all go there.
Yeah.
Lynn, if we can send a certain amount of business your way, like a threshold, can you give some form of unique discount to the Rebellious Ruth subscriber network?
I wish I could do that. I'm just going to say this. Is it Brandon? I'm just going to say this. Intentu sells itself. And I mean, I'm fully booked throughout March, April, right the way through until December. I mean, I've got a wedding in May next year. I've got December next year fully booked up already.
Oh, wow.
So that's how popular it is. And then we have repeat, returning guests every year. They come like 4 times a year. So we have group bookings. We have people from France. We have You know what I mean? It's busy, 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 busy. So unfortunately, I'd love to be able to give the Rebellious Ruth subscribers discount, but
No, listen, I didn't ask for the discount. We don't need discount.
I'm just being clear with Brandon. I'm just being clear with Brandon because unfortunately, I'd love to do that, but I can't.
All right, not a problem. But I'd love to have gone anyway.
Can I just give you the website address so you guys can all go and have a look? It's mtentulodge.co.
Just spell it again.
MTENTU Lodge.
Put it in the comments. Put it in the comments.
I don't know how to do that while I'm on Zoom. I don't know how to do that while I'm on Zoom.
No. Yeah, no. When you before on your comments.
Oh, okay. All right.
Intend to lodge.
So you have it.
How it?
Intend to lodge. No. Intend to lodge.co.za.
Yeah.
And then the email address, which is directly to me, it's intendtolodge@gmail.com.
Okay. Great stuff. Pop it in the comments. I know Amy needs to go, and yeah, we thought we'd just chat for about half an hour, but we can do this again. But look, maybe it's, you know what it is. I remember getting so excited going to the movies. We went to go and see, what was it? Wonder Woman, that I even did a thing, and when I rewatched it, I thought, maybe it wasn't so good. But I was so excited to be. Thanks, Lynn, by the way. She's logged off, but I was so excited to actually get out and go to the movies that I was like, yes, this movie's so freaking awesome. Woo! And it wasn't, but you understand, I miss human interaction. I miss the parties. I miss the house parties. Look, I still do my fair amount of carrying, but yeah, I'm just, anyway, Ems, I know you've got to go. Brandon, thank you for giving your, I see the Bruce joining us. Okay, Ems, if you need a knock off, you can.
You guys can continue. I just have to moderate another stream.
I know. Okay.
Thank you for having me on your channel. I really do appreciate it. Oof. Sorry for eating on your channel. I won't do it again.
I can be around for another 2 minutes, and then I'm going to drop off as well, Ruth.
Okay.
I didn't mean to barge in.
Bye, everyone.
Randomly, yes.
Cool. Lynn put her email address. Bye, Brandon. Oh, no, Brandon's staying for 2 seconds. Where's the brew gone? Oh, there he is. The brew, where are you? Are you there? Hello? Okay, we'll just play silent for the moment. And I'm schwitzing. I think it's 9 o'clock in the evening, and it's 30 degrees here in Victoria.
Ruth, listen, a good stream. And I'm sorry if I came across with a different opinion, but
no. Please, do I look woke to you? Do I clearly have a different freaking opinion? No. Maybe I'll get a red pill. I'll change it. I'll change the stuff.
There you go.
Oh wow! Hey, Brett Sesam's birthday.
Okay.
Brett Sesam's birthday is in a few hours' time. Ooh.
Oh really? Okay. I've got to make a note of that, Brett.
Are you seeing it?
When is it? When's the 12th? On Friday. I'm not going to sing happy birthday. What are you doing? Brew, what's happening? Brew, are you there? Brandon, are you knocking off? Okay, guys, I think I'm going to... I don't know where the brew is. Okay, if the brew comes on and he says something... Well, Lynn, if you can come on again, that's great. Yeah, we can chat quickly, or I'll contact me on the Telegram group, or I'm also on Telegram, so just message me on Telegram. Brew, are you there? Earth to Brew. No. Okay, I think we're gonna Rhodesians will then please make me a mod. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. I just can't do it on StreamYards we can do it from Streamlabs, but not StreamYards. We're also new to this whole game. But yes, if people want to inquire about the lodge, and Google the lodge.co.za, m102lodge.co.za. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna I'll make you a mod next time. We're not using Stream. What's it? Stream. Wait, let me see if I can do it here. Can I do it here?
Yes.
I see. I'm getting clever now. On this computer. No, it's computer one. Anyway, guys, I know a lot of people have logged off to go and watch Germ. And how you get to Germ is germwarfare.com and click on his live stream. And that should be pretty interesting. He always is. Yes, and Brett's also streaming. But yeah, cool beans. Alrighty. Yeah, I think I'm going to call it a night. I just was feeling a bit hurtful. So just miss the good old days. I think I'm just feeling rather nostalgic. Or is the brew there now? Brookie, are you there?
Cool. What the?
You there.
Yeah.
Come on as two peoples. Are you
No,
there?
I don't know. You didn't. Okay, I'm on a Ika. Yeah,
What's going
I'm
on?
muted.
No, you're not muted.
I'm muted on the YouTube, but you are.
We're still streaming. We're still
Oh, check it
streaming.
out.
I don't know. Why is there a third brew there? How do I remove it?
Hearing myself.
No, that
It's
one's
broken.
it's broken. Ish. I think it's a
It's
donut, a
broken.
donut. But maybe we
You're
should
in
do
the
this.
show. Everyone
Why
can.
you-
Why am I hearing myself?
Dude, you're on. I can hear you. Everyone else can hear you.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're going to cut it. Bruki, I'll talk to you, Nana,
Okay, bye.
offline. And Len, unless Len wants to find it. I don't know if people want to chop on. Okay. Okay. No, wait. Okay. TG says you must go back to StreamYards and come back on. Bro, are you, or we'll talk.
Len off air.
Or I'll find her on, she's on Telegram. Len, are you on Telegram? I'm sure she's on Telegram. All right, let me say bye. The brew, I'll talk to you later as well. But cool, guys. Thank you for joining us. Sorry, I just felt like venting. Alrighty, have a good evening, everybody. Cheers. Check you next time. Check you Tuesday. Bye.